Hello, Primas.
We're back.
We're here to see you.
Yep.
And hopefully you tuned in last week.
Yep.
And if that brought you to this episode, I'm Gladys.
And I'm Christy.
And this is
Dear
Primas. Welcome. So this is an episode that we're just going to get into it, okay? We're going to be discussing hot takes or opinions, maybe a little controversial, not super controversial, but it may be.
You know the random things that just like pop in your head that you're ready to like fire off to your group chats?
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do.
We're going to talk about it.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
All right. You go first because I was chatty Cathy in the last episode.
Okay. The sharing your location.
Okay. So, what do you have to say about it? So, in particular, first off, with your significant other, do you?
Somehow or another, he has it to where he sees my location, but I can't see his.
Oh, extra controversial.
Right. So I personally am big on the sharing the location when it comes like to, I need to know when you're coming home from work type of thing, because I need to figure out my mentals before you get here. I don't want you walking into chaos, but at the same time, like maybe something chaotic just popped off, which is normally the case. But again, I don't have his location. Now, the way I asked for the location was probably in my toxic ways of like, I just need to know where you are type of thing.
Yeah.
But it probably didn't, like, I didn't mean it that way. Now, I will share my location all day with my primas, all day. And I will constantly be checking to make sure my sons are in their respective locations. The reason why Claudia's laughing is because I don't know why I looked at your location that day.
Me neither.
And I said, why are you at the emergency room? What is going on? Are you okay? And she was not in the emergency room.
I was at the pediatrician's appointment right next to it.
Why did they have it named the emergency room?
It's right next to it. Like, they built it after. It's, like, connected. But
not good.
Why is it named the emergency room? Okay, so me and Adrian do not share locations. We've never have. I will say everybody that I share locations with, I never initiated it. So
that says a lot about you.
So
you don't need to know things?
I didn't even know that I had Danielle anymore. I think I shared it with her while I was like pregnant, I think, whenever y'all were like on the lookout for Antonio.
Yeah.
And I still have hers. It popped in whenever I checked your location when you were in California, because I'm like, where's she at? And then I saw that it was on the group thread, and I'm like, oh, I know where Danielle is too.
You don't just keep following the bubble?
No, I don't even know how. Can you see them all on one?
Yes. Yeah.
God. Oh, Santi. I can always bring him up here though. And so I share with nothing but Primas, really. My location is my friends. And I feel like a lot of those happen like when we're out. We want to make sure each other gets home safe.
Yep.
But other than that, that's like really it. I shared my location with my mom when I was on vacation because I'm look, things are going crazy. You could check in. I try to teach her how to do it. I don't know if she really caught on, but I was like, you can check in where I am, so if I forget to report. Okay, let me go get Santi. Is it going? Okay. All right. So, so I think if you're sharing your location with your significant other, it makes sense if you have kids, if y'all are married, if you're trying to figure out what the situation is, who's going to pick up the kids, where you be, because the texting, I feel like I don't know, me and Adrian don't text that much back and forth, and he does work from home, granted, but even when he goes to the office, it's like, but it would be nice to know when he's coming home.
Yeah.
Because they do get busy.
John's a terrible texter. And then the phone call, of course, he's always on the phone with somebody, if that's the case. So he doesn't call me back. So I just need to see for myself.
So I think if that's the case, if he wants to just know where you are, if y'all are dating and not even married, I don't think,
Yeah.
That's not, what is it called? It's not a green flag.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know like how sharing, like I was sharing locations. I don't think we ever talked about it. Did we? I don't know. But when me and Christy were recording in person, and then she was like I knew she was coming, so I was like, oh, let me check her location, I have it. And then I like saw her moving in real time and was like, you can do this? I always thought it, like, gave you, like, a general area or something. No,
Yeah.
it tells you where this person is.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
like magic.
On
It's
the
really
go.
crazy. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Um, so, yeah, I do think, I don't know, I'm not really, like, team share your location with your significant other just because.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, what's the next thing?
People with no kids, and what do you do with your time that you do have?
Yeah. So, do I think people without kids have unlimited time? I don't think so, but I have crossed my mind now. I'm like, what the hell was I doing with my time before I had kids? That I felt
How
like
was
I
I
had no time.
optimizing?
How was I running late to shit without kids? Like,
Look,
you know?
look, tell me why I feel like a superhero when the kids are at grandma or grandpa's house, even just like going from 3 to 1, I am like getting shit done. But then
Yeah.
there is also times that the next day I will rot all day and actually start and finish a whole series. But I just feel like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, right now back to school.
La,
They're all
la,
out of the
la.
house. It is too quiet.
Yeah.
There's nobody coming in and out of my doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this came to fruition because I saw a TikTok of a woman who was the childless friend, and she was like, do people with kids just think we have unlimited time? Because every time we make plans, I have to drive to their house. I have to go to them. Why? Because it's easier for the kids. She's like, what about me? What about what's easier for me? Okay. The comments tore her ass up. Now, I will not like ever say that either one has more time than the other, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
if you don't have kids, you just have more time for yourself. That's
Yeah.
it. That's like the biggest difference. You can
Mhm.
do literally whatever you want whenever you want.
On the fly. Exactly.
On the
Yeah.
fly. Now, if said plans include the kids, I do think that friend should drive to that person's place. Why? Look, taking kids to a house and not that our houses are baby proofed, but have lots of breakable things
Mhm. Mhm.
and
There's a
even
little bit
just,
more ease with
yeah,
your own.
everything we need is here. They need a
Yeah.
lot of shit, okay?
They
No
do
matter
really need.
the smaller they are, the more things they need. They need a place
Yeah.
to sleep for the most part. They need their bottles. They need changes of clothes. They need diapers and wipes. The things that need when we are going somewhere, we're packing up,
Mhm.
like you have to pack a lot of stuff to get from
Yeah.
point A to point B with
Yeah.
kids. Again, if the plans include the kids, I am for going to them. If we're not going to meet at like a location,
Right.
if it's like going to chill at somebody's house for a catch up, I think it should be at the person's with kids house because
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Now, it also should not always be like that. It should not always be come to me and hang out with the kids. Because at the end of the day, when you hang out with kids, you're not really hanging out. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, watch out, come
Ever.
here. Don't do
There's
that.
no. Yeah.
You,
No
I
back
mean,
and forth
we're
happening.
around each other, like not even a lot, but when it happens with the kids, like, I'm like, well, shit, we didn't even talk. Adrian's like, what y'all
Yeah.
talk about? Nothing. Nothing. The kid, we're literally like, hey, don't do that. Watch his head.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Be careful. Stop yelling. Don't run.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not just like
Off.
zoned in on one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think on the flip side, as a friend with kids, to hang out with your friends without kids, you should make plans to hang out without kids at an establishment or at their place, whatever, but leave the kids because that's the only way that y'all are going to actually be able to catch up in
Communicate.
peace.
Yes. Yeah.
But I will say it's a lot easier for y'all to get from point A to point B without
Yes.
kids.
As a one. Yes.
Yes.
Very true.
Okay. Now, this one, Chrissy never doesn't really like to be that controversial, y'all, but the hard launch culture, okay? What are your thoughts about, like, people that they literally will post every aspect of their life? Like, every day on a story, they're posting, well, I'm going to the gym. This is what I ate in the morning. I'm going to work. But all of a sudden, they post a picture with a significant other, like
Okay.
full blown. We're
Ah.
getting married or we're buying a house. Like, okay, what are your thoughts about hiding
Okay.
the relationship until it gets like that serious, like buying a house and also and or getting married, or I'll tell you my thoughts first.
Okay.
So if you're a social media person, but you feel the need to hide this part, now we have our co-host here. Everybody say hi to Debbie. Lots of hair now, guys.
Hola,
We have
Prima.
hair. Okay, so if you're feeling the need to hide this person, I get like a certain time limit, right? I get like, let's call it 3 months, the probationary period, because you don't want to post every guy that you're talking to. I get it. But I feel like also subconsciously there's some level of, this may not be the person, or your gut is like telling you something may be off, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. In my head, now there are some that are just private. Like if you're private, stay private.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden you're gonna pop out with like, I think that there's something in your gut telling you this, something may be off with this relationship. Those are my thoughts.
I guess my thought goes to like, what if they're scared that this person could still be talking to others? So they're not going to look silly by posting this person on and off their stories or in their updates or their dumps of things. That's where my thought goes. But also, sometimes I don't even pay attention enough, or I hold the like, oh, okay, we're here.
Yeah.
But the last picture I saw was like a thirst trap type of pic.
Yeah. But I do think that like the whole soft launch, hard launch, I don't know, that's a whole nother thing. There's some level of like, there's a reason why, not just to be private,
Okay.
Those are my thoughts. Controversial or not,
I see.
That's a little one that I noticed happening more. We kind of touched on this last episode, but sunglasses inside.
Yeah, just weird to me.
Yeah, whenever I had my LASIK done, I had it done in Monterrey, so we had to wear our sunglasses in the airport on the plane. I felt so embarrassed. You want to do the next one?
Okay, so from traveling this weekend, I feel like every time I'm like exposed to like a big group of people, I always then am remembering like, oh my God, people
triggers
kind of, like, really irk me. And then it reminds me too whenever I see Danielle's stories all the time, because she's constantly in this realm of people and in this environment of people that I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you this way? It's the people who stand up immediately when the plane lands and are like really going to the exit or to the to get off the plane.
Yeah.
But they only walk like 5 or 10 steps. I'm like, what are we thinking here?
Where are you going?
I don't understand. Where are you going? Maybe you are on a connecting flight. Even then, I just don't know that the 5 steps is getting you there any faster.
It's not. Okay, I think it's really bad whenever a person stands up. Like, it says a lot about that person. Like, it's not a good thing either. Literally, like, where are you going? They're like pushy people. They think that their time is more important than everybody else's time. Now, I will say, if there's like a connecting flight, I think there should be some kind of system, but it's also the Scouts honor system, like letting them go first. But also, how do you know? There was one time we were on a plane where there was like a lady a few rows behind us, and Adrian could see her like trying to bulldoze through people trying to get off the plane, and she was like in the very back, and he was like, when it was our turn to get up, he like put his arm out, and it was and he had to say it in Spanish because we were somewhere, was it Costa Rica or something, and everybody was like speaking Spanish, and he was like, espera. He was like, you have to wait, like, while we pull our bags down and get out, like, like, it was just so rude. I feel like it's just like the rudest thing you can do. I've had somebody where like they're trying to go around me, like they're the window seat, and they're trying to stand up and like be the person to be in the front of the plane. I'm like, I'm not getting up. I'm not. Why? You're literally standing up. Just like, if you gotta stand up and stretch like in your aisle, fine. But if you're trying to get to like the center aisle and make way, so rude. Okay. Men not opening doors to establishments, not just your person. Like, I think it's just like, manners.
Common courtessy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, if we're at the gas station or wherever we are and you have to hold open a door, if they just, and you're not far. Now, holding the door for, a long time, I understand. But if I'm literally like right behind you and you see me, we make eye contact and you
Yes,
let the door,
yes.
general and most people, but especially men, like that's like
Mhm, mhm.
that's hospitality, that's manners, that's like you say,
Yeah,
common courtesy.
yeah.
I think it's so rude.
I agree, I agree. I will say another one that came up yesterday because John and I were talking about it. At the gym, I feel like there's a certain understanding of the equipment that you're using. Maybe you're not in a rush, but at the hour that John goes, he goes, at, let's say 5 to 7 in the morning. That's his time to go. Normally, those people are going because they have to get to a job that they were required to be at by a certain time. Now, if you are also going during this time, I think it's an understanding that you maybe have an idea of like, hey, if I'm on this piece of equipment, I shouldn't be going to the other side of the gym to use this side of this piece of equipment,
Oh, yeah.
leaving this equipment and then coming back and doing it. Maybe during the other times of the day, but honestly, I've been at all times, not that early because I'm not that early one to go, but at the times that the daycare is open, has been open in the summertime, I've tried to figure out when the lesser crowd is there so that way I don't have to pick and choose what equipment I do like to be on. But with the equipment that I typically do frequent, like the squat racks, I do find it very odd when the people do a set, leave their stuff, go to another side of the gym, do a set over there, and then come back. I'm not going to go and ask them, like, how many sets do you have? One, I think that's really rude to do. So,
Yeah.
but two, I'm going to let you do your
But which
time,
one's
but I'm
more
going to be
rude?
eyeing. Maybe.
You know?
Yes, maybe. I'm going to let you have your time, but at the same time, like, how much time do you need?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you do the sets there, finish, complete, and then go to the next one? Or find something that you can do at the
same
same one.
station, yeah. Like we can't do supersets across the gym. It's
It
just
doesn't make any sense
no.
to me. Make it make sense, Primas. I don't know. Maybe I got it
I
backwards.
think these are just like, again, thinking your time is more valuable than everybody else's time. This is a shared space, like,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, no, that's super. Mm, what is the
Odd.
word? It's not like, what's the opposite of courtesy? Discourtesy. No, I know that's not it, but that's the only word. Uncourtesy. It's not. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's really rude, and rude is the only word that I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's likes to be
And
upright.
yeah, he has something to say about it too.
Oh yeah, and then okay, so following up with that too is like people not saying thank you when you hold open the doors. Like
Mm,
if I see a family
mm,
come, or sometimes you just kind of get stuck, like right, but like if
yeah.
not one person in your 10-person family that I just stood here and opened the door for 20 seconds of my life for can't say thank you.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so rude to me.
Yeah. I roll my eyes if that happens.
Yeah, yeah. It's
How
just
dare you?
like I don't know.
Yeah.
People have lost common courtesy, have
Yes.
lost I think, and also like the southern hospitality in us, I think, is also like, a big thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So whenever somebody like throws that off, you're like, whoa, wait, what's going
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah. I I was thinking so yesterday, well, for John John's birthday, we got him this watch that we can call him on. It's not an Apple Watch. It's like an off-brand, very lower priced
Mm-hmm.
on Amazon type of watch. Anyways, we can only add certain contacts that can call him if we share their number with them. Now, one of the ones that we did approve, it was at the time during the summer, was one of our neighbors. So the neighbor actually moved back to his house because he was only here for the summertime while his house was getting worked on. Anyways, me and John were talking like how important it is for the boy or just our kids to learn how to conversate with other people, like and keep the conversation going. For example, like when John was answering the phone at first or his watch, maybe he wasn't used to it, right? He would
Yeah.
just be like, he would answer it and then not say anything. So we were like, John, when you press answer, you have to say hello.
Yeah.
So they know that you've answered the phone. Okay, good. One step down. One. And then when you say hello and they say hello back, like, how do you want to begin the conversation? hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
And so yesterday was kind of proof that over the summer, he learned how to do that. Or since his birthday, he learned how to do that because he was like, hey, how's your summer going?
Oh,
How is your new house going? Like he was
yeah.
asking actual questions and getting it. Was he listening to the answers that he was asking? No,
He's
because
going
he
through
is his father's
the
child.
checklist.
Yeah. But
Asked.
yeah. Oh God, this kid. But I was just like laughing because it was like, I want him to be able to do that even with adults, like his
Mhm.
teacher. John always reminds him, like, hey, always ask how the weekend was, how their weekend was with his teacher or whatever.
Mhm.
Who knows if he actually does that, but
Conversational skills are
conversation
very
skills.
important. Yes.
Yes.
And they are at the age where they're starting to kind of
Mm-hmm.
learn, figure
Mm-hmm.
that, like, figure that
Yes.
out because before they really have no idea. It's an important skill because we grew up with calling our friends, right? Like we
Mm-hmm.
had to
Mm-hmm.
call. That was our only option was to
Yeah.
call. Now
Yeah.
it's all text and
Oh,
this,
tech.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a huge one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think that's all our let's talk about it.
Well, I have another one that
Okay.
I was thinking of too. Back in the day when we used to, well, on the same, I guess, topic was the writing the letters. I was
Mm.
actually just thinking the other day, like I want to make sure that the boys, once Jaden learns how to write, but John especially, writing like legibly or
Yeah.
is that the right word?
Legibly. Uh-huh.
Okay, so where somebody can read it.
Mhm.
So I was telling John, like I was like, hey, we should probably practice writing more, or maybe we can write to your friend that moved, just to kind of get the feel of like writing and what are we writing about. But also, too, I kind of wanted to get back into writing, like with maybe just a prompt or like something that sparks my thoughts,
Mhm.
right? So there's a couple of things that I was starting to do. One was I ordered these after the boys were born, or
Oh.
after each of my kids were born, and I write to them in here. So, but I also just write memories. So this is just for me, but I want to eventually give this to them. But just like different memories, like for example, Jaden always makes up words, and I feel like I make up words, but his words that he makes up, I never want him to not use. So I write it in here whenever he does have certain things, or like
Yeah.
John does. And then I started taking pictures and putting them in here because I would find random pictures throughout the house, and I'm like, I need to find a place for these things or
Yeah.
whatever. So I'll just write what I remember from the picture if it was a long time ago. But I want to start writing more, is where all that was leading to.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
I feel
so
like it was an expressive way
y
to that.
yeah. Yeah, I have notebooks from, like, when we would pass like, so from our
Yes.
friends that we would, like,
Pass back
pass
and
back and
forth.
forth, all that. I
Yes.
saw so, like, I don't remember what we were watching, but it was, like, this older generation that's, like that are, like, let's say in their 70s and stuff, like, they grew up with actually having to use their minds, you know?
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yes, yes, yes.
like, there was this one lady that's a family friend of Adrian's. She's, like, in her 90s, and she does crossword puzzles. She does, like, all these things that are, like, written and,
Very
like,
stimulating.
stimulating to the
Yeah.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
and, of course, you read, right? I need to do better with like, that's something that's stimulating to your mind, but it's like we're losing that, right? I love
Yeah.
crossword puzzles. I'm a good crossword
Yeah.
puzzler. I love doing puzzles. Um
Yes.
like those kinds of things, tactile things, and also writing
Mm-hmm.
and critical thinking to a certain extent, like,
Mm-hmm.
we're losing that, I think,
Yeah.
and I think it's gonna be a big correlation on, like, our mental decline once we get older,
Oh. Ooh.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they didn't grow up, like, with the TV how we did, like, they had TV, yes, but it wasn't, like, as readily accessible. Now we have it on our
Yeah.
phones, and, like,
Yeah.
it's bad. Like, we're trying to raise no iPad kids, but we're iPad kids,
Mhm,
you
mhm,
know?
mhm. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
as much as, like, both Ada I got onto both of us the other day because finally peace and quiet. It's at the end of the night. He was gonna sit down to eat because he podcasted, and so it was like later. I was like, I'm either gonna pump or I'm gonna start washing. And then I saw him sit at the island to eat, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go wash bottles. So sit in front of we have our little 30-minute catch up, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he like goes to set up his phone and start a podcast, and I'm like standing to listen while he's eating, and I'm like,
Yeah.
at first I let it play, and then, how we do, instead of just
Mhm,
being nice,
mhm.
it just kinda like seeing
We
if
throw a
they'll
little
read the
subtle, yeah.
room. But he did not. And so I was like, Adrian, I only chose to wash bottles right now so that I could be in front of you so we could have our little catch up for the day.
Yeah.
And you're literally seeing me and you choose to start a podcast. Like, it's like, that's another like conversation. Like
Yeah.
once you are in the stage of life, you're married, have kids, you have to be so intentional about like
With
setting
that
that
time that
time.
you get.
There
Yes,
was
yes.
literally like, I feel this last week, like 3 days that we were just kind of like,
Passing. In
yes,
passing. Yes,
yes.
yes,
And
yes. Yeah.
it was because of like, yeah, he went to the, like, he wakes up, I'm asleep, right? Because I'm doing
Mhm.
this. And then I
Mhm.
wake up, he comes up to work, he comes down for a quick breakfast, lunch, he comes back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I went to my mom's house, he went to the office, I got back super late, he would podcasting, and then he tries to go to sleep as early as he can because he has to wake up with Antonio. I'm a
Right.
night owl.
Yeah.
So it was like 3 days that we just hadn't
Yeah.
even really talked, like,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
crazy as it sounds, like. And then, like, of course, when the kids are awake, you're interacting with the kids and you're conversating through the kids. You're not
Mhm.
having
Mhm.
conversations.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, like, that's the other, let's talk about it. Let's start, like,
Yeah.
working on our conversational skills
Right.
in general is like a continuation, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it becomes very difficult. And I
Yeah.
think that's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a whole nother thing about, you hear about that, like the roommate stage, right?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
to be intentional, like, because it does get real sad, or like
It does.
when you
Yeah.
think about it, and you're like feel
Yeah.
disconnected, right? And that's
Yes.
when you find
Yes.
yourself coming up with more tension,
Yeah.
but it's all
Well,
because.
tension that can result in uh resentment
Mhm.
too, where you don't let those feelings out
Mhm.
because that's a big, big kind of cloud
Yeah. Yeah.
that starts
And
forming.
he said, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he stopped it,
Yes.
and then he was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"All right, like,
My
what? How
attention's
was your
on you
day?
type of
Like,
thing.
what do you want?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Um. So.
What other ones that let's
Um.
talk about it. I think that was pretty much it.
As It's not bad. It's 30 minutes. Well.
No, yeah, a little quickie.
Mhm.
Primas, do you share your location with your significant other? Or are you all for sharing the? I don't know. To me, it brings like a bit of nostalgia with my Sims obsession that I had. So I like to see the people in their places. Um, and then also, I don't know. Do you really have all the time in the world if you are kidless?
How are you spending
Wow,
your
please,
time?
yeah, please enlighten
I'm
us
just
on how
letting
you
y'all know you
spend
got
it.
a little bit more time than you think. But it
You
is
could
I
have a whole day uninterrupted of reading
yeah,
done. You could go
of
through books
anything. Yeah,
of
you can do
anything.
anything you want.
Yeah,
The world is your
the
oyster.
possibilities are endless.
No, I literally had this thought that was like, what the hell was I doing before?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I think like, okay, so I think going back, it's like time management. Like,
Mhm.
you do, everybody has to have it, right? And some
Yeah,
people are really
yeah.
good at it. I was like, if I had to be, right? Because of the
Mhm.
structure of, being at a 9 to 5 and doing all the things. But it's
Right.
like, now it's kind of, especially like just being at home with them, it's kind of like I'm on their time, which
Yeah.
can be like a lot sometimes.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm like, all right, once we get this little guy sleeping through the night, I'm ready. I
Right.
really need to have like a routine for
Yeah.
myself as far as like
Yeah.
getting up, feeling
Yeah.
like I have some time. That's a whole
Yeah.
nother
Yeah.
topic. But
I think we should. Yeah. Yeah. That's a whole nother topic we can get into for sure
mhm.
because I think a lot of primas are kind of in the same boat of just feeling back to yourself, getting
Mhm.
back your spark back, getting
Yeah.
your, what did you call it the other
Your
time?
pink.
Your pink back. What
Yeah.
does that even mean?
It's flamingos. So after they have their babies,
Oh, you did say
they
that.
lose their pink.
The pink.
Um,
Mm.
and then I don't know what, like, eventually they start to get it back. And so that's where
Okay.
that comes, like, being a flamingo
Ah,
again, because of what's a
okay.
flamingo if it's not pink? So
Mm,
that's why they
yeah.
say getting your pink back, because that's what they go through after they have their
Yeah.
offsprings. Yeah.
Ah, okay, 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 okay. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
And it is
Oh, one more
hard.
thing
Yeah.
that came up. Yes, no, it is. Yes, go ahead. You can finish that
No, I was just saying it
topic
is
I was gonna
hard.
say.
Like, it's easy to say it took 9 months to get the baby, and it's not always 9 months to get it back. Like, but I feel like it's just difficult. Like, give yourself grace, but it is hard in the moment to give yourself that grace.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so yesterday I was doing pickup, actually, physically at the school. So the boys were walking to me, whereas normally they'd ride the bus home, right? But you had on here low-rise jeans making your comeback.
I forgot that one. Oh, I have a lot to say about this. No, not really, but
okay.
yes.
Okay. Well,
go ahead.
Yes, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, because some of those moms, and I don't know if it's the ones that are also of a descent of some sort of Spanish ethnic background, they pull off all of the things that are like right now.
Yeah.
The barrel jeans, I saw the cutest barrel jeans. Primas, I even ordered some of those little ballet slipper looking things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I ordered them from the wrong site. I ordered them from Amazon. I cannot order from anything else. I can't justify. I look so silly. John was like, "What are those things?" "Well, what are you wearing?" And I was like, they're in right now. Just give him some time. And I wanted to buy some barrel jeans, but I was like, I guess I can't go that far because he's already disapproving my look.
And we don't know where barrel jeans are going, because barrel jeans have been around for a little minute, And
that's true.
Are they going to stay, or are they going to go?
When I tell you, these outfits were like perfectly fit for each mom that was picking up their child, I was like, mental note. That is so cute.
Or were they all extra tiny, though? These women?
They were extra tiny. The body types have a lot to do with it.
It does.
And some of them, I thought, just pulled it off spectacularly.
And I feel like the super tiny, like, for example, barrel jeans. So wearing clothes is also, like, proportions, right? Fitting proportions. So, like, a curvier girl with barrel jeans, it doesn't really work as great. Some do, of course, but, like, they may look so good because they're tiny. It gives them a little bit more shapes and this and that. It's not only, I feel like that's what we get lost in with, like, the trends, is, like, dressing is not only trendy, but it's also what makes you look good too, But with these low-rise jeans making a comeback for sure. Now, not super tight low-rise, just the low-rise, but the big baggy low-rise jeans is making a comeback. I will say, and I think I said it in another episode, but, like, when we grew up with those, that's what gave us all love handles. It's what lost our tops. Muffin tops. It's what made us lose our waists. Don't fall for the propaganda, okay?
Not doing
Not
doing it.
No, and, like,
I refuse.
you can get some, like, low rise that are looser, right? But it's just, it's not, young girls, don't do it, because it will, I don't want to say disfigure you, but it will not give you the cutest figure. Oh my God, look at this.
Yep.
Literally fighting for my life. Sandy? You should get it together here. I just think that it's not a great thing to happen to us. And another TikTok I saw addressing this too is, like, skinny is back. Like, I was loving the, all bodies are in, like, the curvaceousness is in. But now even the women that were, like, fit and look good are now skinny. And I'm like, what's happening? We can't go back to, that's what we grew up with. And it's like, it's hard for the younger generation to see that. It's hard for us that we're women. I mean, I see it, and, it, like, naturally makes you feel bad. Like, well, shoot, like, even if you're fit, but you're not, like, I don't know, skinny is, like, what I'm talking about. And some people, that is their body types. That is, and that's fine. Like, everybody should be accepted, of course. But, like, you see these women that were, like, again, once fit and somewhat curvy, or, like, had their womanly figure, but now they're skinny again. And you're like, well, shit. Like, we can't do this as a society. Thought we were past this. But yeah, I think low-rise jeans is something that we do not need to accept back. Like, if it fits you, it fits you, But we don't need to make it our personalities again, because definitely
I'm not buying them.
No,
refuse.
No, I don't
Too
even.
Many PTSD.
Yeah, PTSD for real. Yeah, because I'm always thinking about, like, where would my figure be had high-rise jeans been in since we were in middle school and up? Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Because even whenever I was, like,
remember
tiny, it was
volleyball, spandex even. I was, like, cutting them to fit my hips, because why did they not make those high rise? I don't understand.
Yeah, or you give yourself a camel toe trying to make them high rise, like, trying to, like, pull them up to make them feel more comfortable. But yeah, the low rise spandex were awful.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was an
pretty much
important
it.
one. Thank you for remembering that one. We cannot let that happen. We cannot.
We refuse.
We're gonna put out what are those things?
A PSA?
No.
Oh.
The sign these. It's like
a petition.
a digital petition. Those. What is it called? There's like that one. It's a website that does it. I don't know, but yeah, a petition. We're not bringing them back.
No. Not for it.
No.
Not
and
for it.
And again, we need to just be acceptable of the fact that trends are not always for our age demographics. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's in for the younger generation does not mean that we got to follow it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what we
all
got to talk about.
Say on
Let's talk about it. But let us know your thoughts and opinions on things that we talked about. Yes. And if you have any other hot takes or any topics that you want our opinions on, feel free to leave a comment and we'll give our 2 cents.
Yeah. Until next time, Primas, thank you for being here. Thank you for always listening and tuning in.
Yes.
And bringing us along with you as you go about your day.
Is this going to be episode 40? No.
Is it? No.
Yesterday's? Today's?
Oh. No. Are we on 39? Oh, it is going to be 40.
The last one was 40, huh?
Yeah.
The last one. Darn.
Yes.
Well, we're doing the same
we said
thing.
50. We said 50.
No, I know, but still, it's still, okay. 40.
A big deal. Yeah.
Yippee! 40's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So thanks for being with us all 40 episodes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we've come a long way.
We have, and we're just happy to see the Primas growing and following us, and we're not taking any breaks anytime soon. So we're gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Till next time. Adios.